Hello, I'm Myra Toneguzzi, managing editor of Canada's podcast, taking care of business today with Enoch Omololu, who is a personal finance expert and founder of Savvy New Canadians. Thanks for joining us today, Enoch.
Thanks for having me on, Mario. I appreciate jumping on this call with you.
All right, so some interesting survey results you guys put out recently on finances. Survey number one thing I wanted to talk about is 54% of the people surveyed have negative outlook of their personal finances. First of all, did that surprise you, Enoch? And why is there such a high percentage right now?
I wasn't too surprised, to be honest. I think really the last year has been a bit tough on everyone. When you look at COVID-19, you look at the high inflation, you look at, like rents are out of just high up there, mortgages are trending up, cost of living is higher overall. Consider the Russia's war in Ukraine, which is threatening to explode beyond the borders of that country.
Yeah.
And just a lot of things going sideways. I'm not too surprised that people are concerned that their finances may not be in the best shape.
All right. So now, obviously, when finances are not in very good shape, there's a lot of concerns about certain things. One of the things is 36% of them worry that their investments have declined. Are you seeing that and a decline in investments value for a lot of people out there?
Yeah. So earlier last year, we still had like the bull run from the previous year. So like the market was almost always going up. So
Yeah.
people were piling into the markets. And when you look at just general investment, if you are like picking stocks and the likes, and you unintentionally or intentionally have picked one of the growth stocks, tech stocks that have crashed 80%, 90% in the last year, of course, you will be significantly unimpressed with your returns currently. And the same goes even for index investors, those who are actually investing in line with their risk tolerance. Like overall, the market has been trending down in the last year. I would say as of today, we are probably seeing a return of markets maybe leveling out or doing better. But I'm not so surprised that people are concerned about their investments. Like if you're close to retirement, for example, and you're looking at your portfolio and it's like,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to be retiring the next year, and this portfolio is 15% down or 20% below what it was early in 2022, there is going to be that concern that you may not be reaching your financial goals.
Yeah, and that was part of the survey. 23% worry they won't have enough for retirement. I think that's a common thing now. So many people, because of the rising cost of living, you're finding more and more people are worried about retirement.
Yes, absolutely. Like, so for example, let's say you plan your retirement on an income of say 40,000 per year, just throwing up numbers. And high inflation convert tells you that, you know what, that's 40,000, maybe I'm going to need 50,000 instead.
Yeah.
But the investments aren't showing similar returns. Like typically when you have high inflation, then you sort of get some payback in the financial markets with stocks also like going up or bonds, whatever it is you have, those are also increasing alongside in tandem. But when you have it at there's high inflation, your investments are not doing as well. Wages are not rising alongside at the same rate as the loss of purchasing power. It's concerning because then you are really having to budget for a smaller margin.
Yeah, and when you speaking of budgets, can you talk a little bit about that, Enoch, about the importance of having a budget, considering that 33% of those surveyed don't have one?
I think a budget pretty much gives you a snapshot of your finances so that you're not guessing and making mistakes and just assuming that things are going to work out themselves. A budget tells you, you know what, these are your expenses, this is your income, this is the reality on the ground. You
Yeah.
have $0 left when if you spend this way, and if you cut back on this, then you may be able to break even, maybe even have something left over. So it's concerning when people don't have a budget, and I sort of understand why. It's tough keeping a budget. because it means you have to hold yourself accountable. You have to like count the dollars. You have to like tick the boxes. Oh, I'm spending this. I'm not spending this.
Yeah.
It's tough. So yeah, I think overall having a budget can help because it's going to help you stay disciplined in how you spend.
All right. Tell me a little bit about the group there, Savvy New Canadians. Tell me a little bit of the history there and what it does.
Yeah, so I did start savvynewcanadians.com in 2016. And back then, it was really a personal blog. I was trying to catch up on what was Canadian personal finances for myself. So I was trying to learn about the RRSPs, TFSAs, and all these investment accounts that are available to Canadians. And then I just decided, you know what, it's taken a lot of reading to understand this stuff. Maybe I should summarize my learnings on a blog, and I can direct other newcomers to go visit it and learn about these subjects, and they don't have to spend all the time I am spending trying to understand them. So that's how it started in 2016, and it has grown since then to becoming one of the I would say one of the top, at least for visitors numbers, personal finance website in Canada.
All right, excellent. Thanks, Enoch, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Mario.
All right, that was Enoch Omololu, who is a personal finance expert and the founder of the Savvy New Canadians. I'm Mario Toneguzzi, managing editor of Canada's podcast, Taking Care of Business. Thanks for joining us today.